Hello everyone, Tilden Brown here once again. Today I want to bring up a point on a topic that's been kind of floating around YouTube a little bit. There was a video a few weeks ago that came out, one with Kim Iverson, and she was asking the question and talking about the Democratic Party using race as a distraction. My question is race a distraction? Or is racism simply being brought to the forefront finally for everyone to see out in the clear open? This country was built on racism. It has been an intertwined fabric of it from its very inception. Those of us who are black, we know and understand that. And we've been the victim of it all these years and centuries. In addition to that, there was a couple of points that she brought up that I beg to differ on. One of which was when she talked about the Civil Rights March, and she alluded to that when that occurred, that there's no one alive today that was around back then. There are millions of us that are alive today that was around back then. In addition to that, she also highlighted about racism being the sin of the South. Racism is the sin of both the North and the South. The only differences is that in some cases, the South was more cruel with it. There's been cruelty that was meted out in the North as well, but not perhaps on the same scale as the South, but nonetheless, they're equally as ugly. In addition to that, she talked about how there is no plan or proposed law to eradicate racism. First of all, racism cannot be eradicated with a law. That is a learned behavior. It can only be eradicated through love and for the white generation to stop teaching that kind of hatred to their children. That is the way you put an end to that. Also, there cannot be any kind of a plan that's going to fix that. Because again, as I said, it is a learned behavior. It is something that is taught. Children are born not knowing any of that. It is given to them by their parents. In addition to that, is it a distraction? I say no. I said it is out. It's an ugly fact of this country. It is an ugly fact that as black people we live with on a daily basis. We have segregated neighborhoods. We have neighborhoods that are 100% white. That is by design. Just about all of our inner cities, the vast majority of white folks abandoned them decades ago and ran to suburban areas to get away from people who are black. This has been going on for a very long time. And their suburban communities, for the most part, are still majority to all white in many cases. There are still areas where people who are black are not welcome in, and if you venture into those areas, you will be quickly mistreated. There's tons of videos shown where black people have had police called on us for just simply being there, driving through an all-white neighborhood while black, shopping at an all-white store while black, and the list goes on. This is not a problem that the white folks have because they're the ones that are the perpetrators of it. They have not been victimized by any of this. And then one of the other things I found interesting too is how certain individuals who are of other mixed races, they feel as though that gives them a monopoly on the pain of black people in this country. The pain that we feel on a daily basis, only us fellow black people know what that pain is because we're victimized by it daily. Yeah, she may have a measure of pain as a result of being mistreated due to her mixed race, and that's totally understandable. But to say she understands the plight of black people, she's totally mistaken. The way to fix this, again, is through love, understanding, and teaching your children love and acceptance and tolerance of all people, of all backgrounds. That is how that problem is going to be fixed, if it's going to be fixed. Personally, I think only God can fix the problem because it's too far gone. In addition to that, There are a number of other issues that are going on that is exclusive to the black community as far as the mistreatment goes. The list is too long to name, but just to give a few, economic disparity is one of the many. It is not by accident that when you go into any inner city in this country, that those inner cities are riddled with poverty, unemployment, and a vast mixed bag of other ills. And there is no plan to fix that. And your self-appointed black leaders, many of them will tap dance around the issue and pretend the way to fix it is to make everybody else whole first. Well, that plan isn't going to work. Ronald Reagan tried what he called the trickle-down economics. The only one that benefited were the wealthy. We're not going to benefit from any of those plans that are not specifically geared toward or dedicated toward helping the black community in general, as far as with education, with jobs, and economic prosperity. The problem is that we're going to have to fix this on our own individually. That's where the solution lies, and relying on God to help you have the strength, the courage, and the know-how to do it for yourself and your families. And together along the way, if we assist one another, maybe then we might be able to make some of that happen. But overall, there is no plan. There's no plan possible other than one day when God steps in to fix it, that will be the plan. But in the meantime, it is up to us to fix our own plight in life. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to hit that like button if you do. And leave your comments. Thanks.